Welcome back again. In today's video, we will discuss about the process of NAAC accreditation. The NAAC accreditation determines the institution's quality in terms of education, infrastructure, research, teaching, and learning. Similarly, NAAC accredited institutions are eligible for different type of the grants like UGC, RUSA, some other financial aids, etc. So let's now move forward to know the NAC better by learning and process of assessment. So talking about the process, the first step is higher education institution registration. So the process starts with registration of the institution. As a first step, the higher education institution fills in the registration form with a valid ASHE reference code. So here ASHE code is refers to as All India Survey on Higher Education. This code is given by Ministry of Education to the institutions. So this is more like building a profile of the institution. So any institution applying for the assessment and accreditation process should mandatorily have to fill this form for registration. After filling this form, the second step is filling IIQA form. So the higher education institutions have to fill the Institutional Information for Quality Assessment form. The full form of IIQA is Institutional Information for Quality Assessment. For this, the institution has to pay the fee online also. So as far as this form is concerned, so it consists of different type of the informations like ASHE survey certificate, institution affiliation, student count, faculty count, etc. So after filling this form, if it is accepted by NAC, then we will move to the next step. So in the next step will be related to filling of SSR, that is SSR submission. So here SSR means self-study report. So on receiving the IAQA acceptance, the institution works towards a SSR submission. So accordingly, this form an institution has to fill up. So it contains of different type of the metrics and different relevant documents also the institution have to upload on the website. After filling up SSR form, the next step is data validation and verification. So DVV refers to data validation and verification. So now this is the resting time for higher education institutions because after submitting SSR, all the data information that is submitted online, it is validated through the data verification process. So DVV is data validation and verification process. This verification is done using an online mechanism which generates a pre-qualified score. So this step is very much important whenever different type of the informations are provided in self-study report. It should be very meticulously provided because at the point any institution is found to have submitted fraudulent data or any information that is fraudulent, it will not only be debarred from the accreditation process but also dealt with legally. So after data validation process, the next process is related to peer team visit, but the data will be validated and verification when it will be done. Then there should be a 30% pre-qualified score, and if this score is obtained in that situation, the peer team visit will be conducted. As far as peer team visit is concerned, so in this, the peer team from NEC will visit the institution physically to check the qualitative data. So this is an important step in the NEC accreditation process, and the on-site assessment will be done by visiting team. So the team assesses all the information provided on the qualitative matrices. As we have done, there will be two type of the matrices, quantitative as well as qualitative. So as far as quantitative is concerned, so accordingly that will be done by data validation and verification process, and the qualitative data will be assessed by peer team visit in the organization. So the team comprises of different eminent academicians, researcher and senior administrators from all the education arena, and accordingly they will assess the qualitative parameters. And moving to the last step, that is grade declaration process. So after that, institutional grading will be provided. So the institutions that score 30% in data validation and verification process, and they will be eligible to qualify for peer team visit, and accordingly generation of result by NAAC. And post the on-site assessment, the visiting team generates a qualitative report, which is after identifying the SWOT. SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunities, and challenges, and accordingly they will assign different score on the qualitative metrics. So after the peer visit, online evaluation, the NAAC combines all different type of the scores to arrive the overall results. Overall criteria wise grade point average will be calculated by peer team report and statistical analysis of qualitative quantitative metrics as well as institutional grade sheet. And the final outcomes will be placed before the executive council of NAAC for approval, and accordingly final grade will be assigned to the institution. So this was all about the process of NAAC accreditation, but there can be certain chances, like sometime IAQA it is not accepted. So in that case, what can happen, and this will we will study. For example, in case IAQA is submitted, then we will proceed to the next step, that is SSR submission. But in case it is not accepted, it is rejected. So what will be there? So in that situation, an institution will get two more attempts. After that, when we submit the SSR, so accordingly, there can also be two chances. It can be passed. So we will move to the DVV process. But in this situation, when the SSR in this process, any institution is failed. So in that situation, an organization has to attempt again with ILQA. That means now it will move backward to ILQA. That means again it has to submit the ILQA report, and after that again it has to finalize the SSR. That means it has to follow the same path as we have done earlier. So it was all about NAAC accreditation process. So in next video we will discuss about different criterias under NAAC. Thank you. Thanks a lot.